Hey guys, what's going on? SpitBrix here, back for another LEGO video, and welcome to the 4th edition of LEGO sets that break the rules. In this series, we take a look at LEGO sets that either contain an instruction error, a box art error, or an accidental mistake that quite clearly was not meant to happen. If you've not seen parts 1, 2, or 3, I will link the playlist on screen and also in the description below, but you do not need to have watched all of them to enjoy this video. Speaking of which, if you do go on to enjoy this video and enjoy this series, please consider taking 2 seconds to leave a like rating down below. I'd really appreciate it. Now with all that, let's check out some LEGO sets that break the rules. If you've ever wanted to see LEGO defy gravity, well, you're in luck, because this LEGO Spider-Man set, titled the Spider-Jet vs. Venom Mech, actually has a floating sticker in the instructions. On step 50, you are to add a sticker to the clear cockpit piece and then place it on the build. However, the sticker is already there and is just floating in midair. It appears that the LEGO designer who was creating these instructions actually started with this image and then decided to raise up the cockpit, but yet left the layer of the sticker still down below, and so it appears that we have a floating sticker. Next up is one of the oldest LEGO sets that will be featured in this video. This is a 2002 LEGO Harry Potter set, specifically called Adobe's Release. And if you take a look at the instruction booklet, clearly Lucius does not have the correct hairpiece in the instructions. He has longer hair in the set, in the physical set, however on the instructions he has much shorter hair. Now at some point LEGO updated these instructions because the online version has the correct hairstyle, but yet there's no cape on this one now, so it's kind of wrong once again. And also, this is perhaps the worst minifigure image in an instruction manual. I mean, wow, that's cursed. They didn't have to do Dobby like that. Can you spot what's wrong with this LEGO castle set? That's right, these knights are being ambushed because they are not using today's sponsor, NordVPN, to protect themselves, their location, and their valuable loot. If you don't have a VPN, your computer or mobile device too can be ambushed by evil thieves, and your online data can be stolen very easily, just like these unsuspecting LEGO knights. Instead of being unprotected in the open and susceptible to an attack on your data, NordVPN places you behind its fortified castle walls, which encrypt your traffic data, hide your IP address, and even ensure that you are securely protected while browsing the internet on public Wi-Fi networks. Within your NordVPN castle, hackers and malicious internet thieves can no longer steal your personal online data, nor track your every move. And best of all, NordVPN is ranked the top overall VPN with ultra-fast servers, so you know that you're sitting on the highest ranking throne in the kingdom while browsing the web. Go to nordvpn.com/SpitBrixVPN or use code SpitBrixVPN to get a 2-year plan plus 1 additional month with a huge discount. Thanks to NordVPN for sponsoring today's video, and now on to the next LEGO set. This next set was submitted by Jake Drums, in which this set actually really does break the rules. In fact, it incorporates an illegal LEGO building technique. This is the LEGO Creator Blue Power Jet, and if you take a look at this image, maybe you can spot it. I'll give you a few seconds here. Perhaps you can spot what's illegal about this build. But if you haven't seen it yet, let's go ahead and take a look at the instruction manual where this piece is put together. So, as you can see, we're building the cockpit of this fighter jet, and at the very front, you are taking a 1x1 clip piece and also taking a 1x1 square tile piece and placing them together. According to LEGO, this is an illegal building technique. You can see it here over on the left using the tile and then the clip piece. It places unnecessary stress because it doesn't fit properly there, but also something interesting is that this clip to tile is a legal building technique. So over on the left here would be the one that would be illegal, over on the right would be okay. It just so happens that the set uses the 1x1 with the clip on the very top, and then the tile, which LEGO says is an illegal building technique, but yet it's an official set. This next LEGO error I discovered thanks to Tim from the Netherlands. He sent me in an email with some pictures, and if you guys want to have a chance at being featured in part 5 of this series, and you guys know of any LEGO sets that may break the rules, send me an email, describe it, send some pictures maybe, and you'll have a chance at being featured. This LEGO City set called the Shopping Street has a funny mistake with one of the promotional images that go along with the set, because as you can see, the lady construction worker appears to have cloned herself. There are now 2 of her in this image. Most likely this appears it was from a copy-paste mistake from whoever was designing these images on LEGO's behalf. So, very interesting though, and pretty funny if you were just to stumble across this and see that there were actually 2 of them. Here's a LEGO set that I never thought I'd ever include in any of these videos. This is the LEGO Creator wind turbine set. A very wild set, a massive wind turbine, and that's pretty much it. Well, anyways, you have one of the minifigures here who is pushing a cart with a few tanks, and basically there are these two nozzles on top, one that's yellow and one that's blue. However, you may notice that there's something weird about them. In fact, they're different pieces. So the yellow one does not have a hole, but yet the blue one does. And LEGO has actually created different pieces. So the new mold or new version of the piece is the yellow one without the hole. However, the old version of this nozzle piece that LEGO used to create actually has the hole. And this LEGO set just so happens to have a rare instance in which you have both the new and old versions of a LEGO brick in the same set, and even more ironically, basically in the same exact spot as well. They're placed right next to each other whenever you build this cart. Now let's check out this LEGO Star Wars Sith Troopers Battle Pack, and let's take a look at the minifigures that focus more specifically on the Sith Troopers over on the left, the red minifigures. Now, there is a user on Reddit who claims that he actually received one of these troopers to have a torso that actually was a red plaid shirt instead of a Sith Trooper torso. And I thought this was very funny because this guy, I mean, he really needs to get his act together and get suited up because they're going out there and he can't be going out in his pajamas. As far as if this is actually real, well, you have to just trust the creator of this post for that, but as far as what I read from the comments, it seemed like it was legit, and if it is, that's pretty cool, and also a very weird mistake. I mean, just getting a different red torso, it's got a wrong print, obviously. I wonder how that one slipped by. Very interesting. In front of you is the LEGO Ninjago Destiny's Bounty set, and according to its instructions, there are apparently 2 number 12 bags? Well, that can't be right. This set has a printing error in its instructions because you build bag 10 and then immediately jump to building bag 12. This one should be bag 11 instead. However, for some reason it says 12, and obviously then there's a second one after it that is the true number 12 bag. As you can see, it's a real thing. Check your instruction manual if you have one of these Destiny Bounty sets from LEGO Ninjago Legacy. It's very interesting. Obviously it shows that there are 2 bag 12s, however it should be 11 and then 12 the second one. In the LEGO Friends set, there's an interesting discrepancy with the minifigures and what is shown in the instruction booklet at the very end. This was alerted to me by Nathaniel, so thank you to him. Now, for this set, we have a lot of minifigures with a lot of detailed torso prints, that's for sure, a lot of colors as well. However, if you take a look at the back of the instruction booklet, where there is a log of all of the pieces that are included in the set, you'll notice something interesting about the torso prints, in which quite a few of them actually do not have the correct print on them. They're just a blank slate torso. I'm not sure how this happened, or if this was just a weird glitch, if LEGO just couldn't be bothered to put on the correct print and just decide to go blank. I'm not sure, but nonetheless, this is not typical for LEGO instruction booklets, especially nowadays, to have a sort of detail like this, where just the printing is left off. This next set is Kai's Mech Jet from LEGO Ninjago, and this was brought to my attention by Vice Rojas, so thank you to him. We'll focus on the jet portion of this build as opposed to the mech, so we'll focus on the right build here and take a look at the instruction booklet that goes along with it. So as far as the set picture goes, it appears you get a 1x2 plate that is gray, has a clip on it as well, or 2 clips actually. However, whenever you're building the set, it's red. So is it gray or is it red? And which one is correct? In the instruction booklet here, it's red, but on the box art images as well as the instruction booklet artwork on the very front, it's gray. Well, the correct one here is actually the image over on the right. It's the instruction booklet with the red clip piece. So I guess the individual who had the task of building the set and taking the set images actually used the wrong color clip piece for the set. I wonder if they did that intentionally and just hoped people wouldn't notice, they didn't have the brick around or something, or if it was a genuine mistake. Alright, so this is a good one. This LEGO Star Wars Resistance Bomber set has something very confusing about its instructions. On step 21, you're instructed to add a 2x2 gray circular plate piece. However, if you look on the build of the set, it is nowhere to be found. Absolutely nowhere. You have absolutely no clue where you're supposed to be placing this 2x2 plate. It's just not even pictured. What's crazy is that you never figure out where this brick goes until step 96. That's 75 steps later. That's ridiculous. And you only figure it out because you're building the other side. And so at that point, you can go back and add the brick exactly where it should be for your original side that you were trying to build back in step 21. Now, interestingly, it can also happen the other way around, as is for this LEGO Movie 2 set, Welcome to Apocalypseburg, because in step 211, it says you need 3 bricks. However, on the set, it has 4 bricks highlighted. There is a Technic pin right there with red around the edges, indicating that you should add it to the build. However, it's not indicated up in the steps on the top above the 211 that you should add it. Now, that ends up being a false alarm because further on, if you flip through the next few steps, you'll notice that it disappears, and whenever it's added to the main build, it clearly does not have a Technic pin in it, and you add it the next time whenever you build another little contraption and then add it to the build. Here is a LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar. These are always really fun. You got some cool little builds as well as awesome minifigures. However, this one actually had something I thought was always just kind of weird. This has got to be the most arrows I've ever seen in such a concentrated area for a LEGO instruction, because obviously they need to fit it on the back flap of the door here so you can build it whenever you open up each day. And wow, those can get confusing real fast, especially those 2 green arrows over on the left. But I mean, at least it's not as bad as some LEGO knockoff sets. This is a fake LEGO set in front of you. Obviously, it's not LEGO brand at all, but just look at these instructions. Oh gosh, it's so bad. Look at all those arrows. It's just absolutely atrocious. This next LEGO City set was submitted by Bricks Galore via email. It's the Ocean Exploration Submarine, and we're going to focus specifically on this remote piece that one of the divers is holding that can basically control one of the remote-controlled submarine drones. Now, if you take a look at that piece, in real life, it looks slightly different. It's a printed piece, I believe. However, they're different, so I guess at some point during the development of the set, they decided to change up the design a little bit, because on the images of the set, it's actually different than what you receive in person. Yes, it's very similar, and I bet a lot of people just overlooked this, but there is a slight difference here. Now, this next one, I received a ton of comments as well as emails about this LEGO set, and a mistake particularly about the flags on it. So this LEGO roller coaster set, as you can see, has 1, 2, 3 kind of like pairings of flags. The ones for number 2, actually there are 2 of them right there, but they're pretty much grouped together. However, if you take a look at the set box art, it's missing the flag that was on the corner. This is the same for the instruction booklet cover. However, in the instructions themselves, yes, you are ordered to include the flag there. Even more interesting, on another set picture, now the flags from the first position are gone as well. And you can see where the third flags were supposed to connect. However, for some reason, for these set pictures, LEGO decided to take those off. Why? I'm not exactly sure. Now, since we're here talking about this roller coaster set, I may as well include this one. Clearly, there is a misnumbering in the instruction booklet going from 368 to 393. That's definitely an error, but if you have this set, let me know if this is in your instruction booklet as well. This next one was the LEGO Arctic Supply Plane set. It was submitted to me by Peter, and he sent a whole lot of pictures, so let's take a look at them. If you follow the instructions exactly the way that they are printed, you'll end up having a sticker that's upside down on your vehicle that you build in the set. And that's because if you follow the instructions, you actually create 2x of the exact same piece. And since the sticker's labeled the same, you end up having 2 of them, but then you apply them to either side, and then obviously one of them would need to be flipped, and all of a sudden you have a sticker that's upside down, which is definitely unfortunate. So I guess that's just another thing we all need to be looking out for whenever we're applying these dreaded LEGO stickers to our sets. LEGO, please just give us more printed pieces. If you want to see more LEGO sets that break the rules, check out the playlist on the left-hand side of the screen right now. Subscribe to my channel for more LEGO content, and leave a like if you guys did go on to enjoy. I'm SpitBrix, have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video coming very soon.